In this video, we are talking all about the Apple Magic Mouse and if it is worth buying after a long-term user case scenario. I'm expanding on my topics now because I've made 1,000 gaming videos on my channel and I want to talk more about accessories, and this is a great starting point to talk more about different accessories such as the Apple Magic Mouse. Now, there are good things about the mouse, there are negatives about the mouse. It's quite a controversial topic, actually. A lot of people have talked about the design, the ergonomics, like why it isn't good, why it is good. Here's my honest opinion about the Apple Magic Mouse. I use it every single day. I think it's fantastic. The things I love about this mouse is it's easy to hold, it's lightweight, it fits in your hand. It's perfect. It's also got the touchpad, like it's complete touchpad. In terms of its design, like having something with a complete touchpad is levels above any of the other sort of mouses on the market. If you think about that, even the Razer stuff, like yeah, they've got the scroll wheel like in the middle and stuff like that, but having a mouse that is complete touchpad on the top is awesome. Other things that are really good about this, yes, the battery connector is here, so the power connector is over here, but the power and the battery lasts a very long time. Like I rarely have to charge this, and when I do charge it, it's very fast to charge. So it's definitely more of a positive than a negative. Yeah, I'll have to put it on charge for a little bit, it stops my workflow for a little bit, but in half an hour it's going to be fully charged. And then I don't have to worry about it for another week or so. So it's definitely more of a positive than a negative. In the third generation, I hope they move the charging input to a top or a bottom, or having like a thicker bottom so they can actually be able to put it there. But I think they were thinking more about the design, the ergonomics, like the simplicity of the design. But I absolutely love the touchpad. Another really cool thing is just the customization of gestures. I haven't delved deep into the customization of gestures yet, and I've had this for a very long time. I think it works perfectly fine in its normal settings, but sensitivity is really good on this device. Like you can customize your sensitivity levels, you can make it do all types of fancy stuff, and that is really, really cool about this mouse. Some drawbacks would be sometimes with the sensor, there'll be something small gets in the sensor and it gets in the way and you're like, why isn't this mouse working? But apart from that, like it's been pretty good. In terms of the design at the bottom, once again, I just wish they would change sort of the input, but it's definitely gotten a lot of dirt and dust over time and stuff like that. So there's definitely marks on there, but overall, like there's no cracks. It's quite a robust design and it's quite fluid when on mouse mats and even on desks themselves. I've always had a really good experience with the fluidity, with the DPIs, with all that sort of stuff. It's really good for all that stuff. I've tested out some Razer stuff, tested out some Logitech stuff, and honestly, I keep going back to the Magic Mouse because it's very, very useful. I like that I can just grip it and it just works for what I need to do for my workflow. It works really well. I love the touchpad. I love the design. I just wish that they would put the power input maybe somewhere else, but there's a reason for it, and that's because they want to keep it this small all-in-one design. But if they sort of have an arch in it as well, that would be really cool. So someone was saying today when I did a short review on this, that it would be good if they incorporate maybe a bit of an arch way sort of in the middle. That would be quite a unique capability and a design for it. And that way maybe we could have the charge port sort of in the midway there, but I don't know. I actually don't mind it as it is. I think it's actually really good. And they're pretty affordable. Look, they're $120. You get one when you buy an iMac. This is my iMac like 2019. And this has been just the mouse I've just kept with the whole time. I haven't upgraded the mouse since, and I've tried a whole bunch of different stuff and I've always gone back to this mouse. Now there's a couple of different colorways which I really like. I really like the black colorway with the Magic Mouse range. I think the black suits it really well, and it's a little bit nicer than the white design, which, who knows, maybe I'll get it in the future, but I've already got a Magic Mouse. I don't need to buy a new one. I definitely would say it's really good, really easy to connect with any Mac product. Even if you have like a MacBook or something like that, it's so easy to connect. You don't have any extra dongles or anything like that. So it's super easy to connect with all of your Mac products, whether you have a laptop, an iPad, or an iMac like I've got. Now, it's my main work engine in terms of a mouse. It's one I always go to. I have a trackpad, but I just find it's really easy and really small for my hands. It works perfectly fine. It's affordable for most people. I definitely think it is my go-to Apple device in terms of mouses. It's better than the trackpad for me. A lot of other people will have other opinions, and that's totally fine, but this is my honest long-term review of the product. I think it's great. I just think, like other people have decided, there are certain improvements in the future, such as just having a different input for charging and having maybe a thicker design or an arch in the middle. That would definitely improve on the design. But I think overall, this product has been really good and extremely useful over time, and I highly recommend it.